Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Julie DiMatteo with thepaperpixie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and in today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this super cute banner triple punch treat holder. And I'd love to give credit to fellow German demonstrator Nadine Kuhler for the idea. I loved her project and the way that she used the banner triple punch. So let me show you how easy this is to make. So we're going to be using some paper from the Tranquil Textures Designer Series paper. It's a beautiful set of papers with gorgeous colors. I love the textures in it. And I wanted to share a little tip with you. The pieces of paper that we're going to use measure 2 inches by 10 inches. And to maximize the cuts on your Designer Series paper, you want to make sure that you cut a 2-inch strip off one side of your paper before you cut the 10 inches by 2-inch strips. So you'll want to save this strip. Now this strip measures 12 inches by 2 inches, but you can cut another 2 inches off and have a strip of paper to make this project. And then you've got paper that measures 10 inches by 12 inches, and you can get 6 strips of 10 inch by 2 out of this, and with this one will be 7 strips. So most of our Designer Series papers comes in 2 each of each double-sided design. So 2 sheets of this will get you 7 treat holders. So that's just a little tip for you. Okay, now we've got 2 pieces that measure 2 inches by 10 inches. And I'm gonna score both of these at 4 inches and 6 inches. So 4 inches and 6 inches. And it's important that you do the score lines first before we punch the ends, otherwise your measurements will be slightly off. So now I'm going to bring in the banner triple punch, and I'm going to go ahead and feed all 4 ends into the punch and punch them out. Alright, so your pieces are going to look like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take both of those pieces and quickly fold and burnish on the score lines. And then we're going to take one of the 2 pieces and we're going to do some diagonal score lines. Now let me show you a quick template. So we first did the punching here. So those are the ends that were punched away. And then we're going to score at the diagonal, lining up this first horizontal score line. So here the intersection with the edge, scoring at the diagonal to meet up with this downward point of the banner. And there's 2 different tools that you could use for this. The first one is the Simply Scored, and I've taken a black Sharpie marker and I've just drawn a line down the 6-inch side. And what I'm going to do is line up that horizontal score line on the Sharpie line. So here, this point to that downward point of the banner punch, and I'm going to go ahead and score. Now I am doing this on the opposite side of the paper, and that's because we're going to fold this paper in this direction, okay? And it is easier to see on this pattern. So then again, we're going to line up that horizontal score line. I kind of hold my finger in place and pivot, and we'll go ahead and score again. So we've done those score lines here. I don't know if you can see that with the camera. Now, let me show you the other tool that you can use to do this. You can also use our Stampin' trimmer, and you want to make sure you're going to use the scoring blade. And same thing, along this cutting groove, we're going to line up that horizontal score line and then that downward point of the banner and score. And there we go. So 2 different ways that you can do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold backwards and burnish on those diagonal score lines. All right, so we've got our 2 pieces. We have one without the diagonal score lines and one with. And all we're going to do is layer these on top of each other, kind of in a crisscross pattern. Both of these center scored sections are 2 inches square, so those are going to fit right inside of each other. So I'm just going to take some liquid multi-purpose glue and just put that on in the center 2-inch square. Liquid glue works best here because it does give you a little bit of wiggle room. You want to make sure that this gets lined up in the right spot. So I'm going to layer that over that 2-inch section, and then I'm just going to kind of dry fit it here and make sure that we don't have any paper hanging out where we don't want it to. And I'm just going to slide it into place if I need to. All right, and that looks pretty good. So I'll press that into place. And now here's the mechanics of this awesome box. So these two diagonally scored pieces are going to fold up into the inside, and then these two pieces are going to fold in to meet it. And those are all going to line up really nicely right there. How cool is that? You can go ahead and punch these in all 4 layers together at the same time. We want to make sure that we're south of this banner end. And this will be the quickest way to do this project. Go in as far as you can without damaging the box and punch. Okay, do you see that? Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to try to eyeball it so it's at the same level. And there we are. Okay, so we've got our 2 holes there, and you can decide whichever side you want to be the front or the back. I kind of love this pattern better. So then I'm going to grab the 1/8 of an inch Whisper White sheer ribbon. Now you want to put your treat in here before you tie the bow together. And a couple of things that could fit in here: a Ferrero Rocher, a tea light. It's a little bit too small for an EOS lip balm, but you can fit some pretty decent treats in there. Here, let me just close one side and kind of show you what that inside looks like. Super cute little project with that banner triple punch. All right, so then I'm just going to go ahead and feed my ribbon through, and it works best to have your ribbon cut at the diagonal. Makes it easier to feed through all the holes. All right, now we can go ahead and tie this in a bow. Super cute though. There's our bow. Now to save time, I've gone ahead and done the punching and die cutting ahead of time. So we're using the Stitched All Around bundle. That's a Stitched All Around stamp set with the stitched labels, framelets, and I love each of the framelets in this set. But we use this detailed stitched circle here to give us this really cool die cut piece. And then I stamped the sentiment "Thank You" in Tranquil Tide. And then I brought in the layering circles framelets, and I used the second smallest framelet to go ahead and die cut out that sentiment. It's a perfect fit for that stamp set. So let me go ahead and glue those together. It's a great layering effect there. You can still see the stitching details. Then I'm going to grab 3 dimensionals and pop that on the front of our treat holder. So super cute. Now here's a couple of different versions with the same Tranquil Textures paper. I love this project. I think it would be super cute if you had a stamp set to make this look like a cat for a Halloween treat holder, because I love that. It almost looks like little cat ears. So many fun things you can do with this, and it's so easy to make. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. If you're interested in purchasing any of the products I used today, they'll be linked in the description. And I'll also include a link to my detailed blog post with all project measurements and details, as well as a picture of my handy template. I'd love to have you come visit me at thepaperpixie.com, where I post projects every weekday to inspire you. I have options to subscribe to both my daily blog updates as well as my monthly newsletter, and I'd love to welcome you as a new subscriber. You can shop with me anytime at thepaperpixie.com/shop. And if you're interested in earning a discount on your Stampin' Up! Purchases, I'd love to have you join my team of Paper Pixies. And you can purchase the starter kit at thepaperpixie.com/join. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Bye.